Richard Lawrence Fleischer. I was an air patrolman third class, enlisted in the U.S. Naval Reserve in October of 1965. And in January of '66, they sent me to Great Lakes to boot camp. After boot camp, I was sent to the Philadelphia Naval Shipyard, and I was assigned to the destroyer escort, J. Douglas Blackwood. And from after my tour of duty was done there, I was reassigned to the Tech Squadron 85 at Oceana Naval Air Station, and we later went aboard the USS America. The first time we got on board was in Gitmo. We had flown down to meet the ship, and they took us out the first morning on a Liberty launch, and I had never seen anything so big in all my life. It was just amazing. And we boarded on a ladder that was down the side of the hull, as opposed to getting on any other way. And it was a little tricky, but it was just amazing. There's nothing like it. Carrier life is just incredible. And after we went aboard, I was sent for temporary duty to the Carrier Air Traffic Control Center. Okay, and we made the first Westpac cruise for the USS America in 1968. Life aboard ship at first was really pretty good. Of course, we had our daily duties, and stood our watches, fire watches, or ready room watches, or we answer the phone, that sort of thing. And then once we got to the Tonkin Gulf, things of course changed dramatically. For the most part, we flew 12 hours on, and we flew 12-hour, and then 12 hours we were off. Okay, and of course during those 12 hours it was very, very busy. We were launching and recovering aircraft every hour and 20 minutes or so. And then during the off time, of course, all the maintenance folks are working, getting airplanes ready to go again. They're loading bombs. And the ship was just buzzing 24 hours a day. The chow halls were open 22 hours a day because we had so many things going on. But it was very, very busy. We were usually online for 30 days at a time. And then we would be relieved by another carrier, and then we'd be gone for a week or two to different places like the Philippines, or we were in Hong Kong for a week, to Japan for a week, and then we'd be back on and relieve someone else. And we were due to be relieved at one line period. We were due to be relieved by the I believe it was USS Constellation, and they got caught in a typhoon, and they had some damage, and we ended up with a line period that was 64 days long. We went 21 days without mail because of the Tet Offensive was going on at that time, and we just launched everything that would fly, and so it was very, very hectic. Our bunking areas were very comfortable. They were air conditioned. We were away from the heat of the flight deck. The food was good. For as many meals as they prepared every day, boy, the folks in the galley did a really great job. But and the thing of losing or not having mail for 21 days just seemed to be secondary because we had such a big job to do. Everybody was just at it. We just did what we needed to do because that's what was required of us. So, okay, I was an air traffic controller. I worked in the Carrier Air Traffic Control Center. I worked radar positions where we vectored and moved airplanes around while they were airborne. We had ship-to-shore radio operations that we took care of. We had a plot situation where we projected the exact position where we were going to be when flight ops began because the air crews needed to know that. And we also had a very large status board in air traffic control, and someone was behind there all the time, and you had to learn to write backwards so that the folks on the other side could read what needed to be done. And we were in contact with all the squadrons that were located on the ship, and every 45 minutes or 50 minutes we were erasing the ones that recovered and putting up new numbers and new names for the next launch. Okay, so and the radar room, of course, was very, very busy.